Hi guys, it's Destiny. Thanks for clicking on my video. I had a project share, or a project shares of everything that I made from a 12 by 12 paper pad. It's mostly smashed, okay? I'm considering it. I'm sorry, I just cannot figure out this lighting for the life of me. Sorry about the glare. It'll just be a second because it's shiny. So this is the paper pad, Dolce Citrus. This was, I want to say one of the spring ones. So they're not selling it anymore. I mean, you might be able to find it clearance at yours, but it was just like Italian kitchen kind of themed. I don't know. So this is everything I have left. So a lot of these like larger scraps, which I don't know what to do with. And then a bunch of thin strips. And I do have 3 full-size sheets left. I have this pink lemon one, which I'm just gonna put with my like fruity paper. And then I have 2 of these golden white stripe, which I'm just gonna put with my like gold foiled kind of paper, because I could use that with any sort of collection. And then the rest of these scraps, I'll probably just like turn these into like tags and stuff and put them in my scrap tag bin to use with, you know, whatever. Let's begin, shall we? Okay, so the first thing I made, oh, I should also say, I used a couple pages for a scrapbook layout of when I went to Italy. So a couple were gone from that, maybe like 1 or 2. But the main thing I wanted to make were these recipe books. Man, that glare is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, I kind of had to put you guys at a weird angle to not get a glare on these, but mainly I wanted to make these little like recipe books because there was a lot of like kitchen, just like eating stuff in this. Sorry, I always have like strands of glue everywhere, but so they're exactly the same. So I'm just gonna flip through one of them, but I think they turned out so cute. So pretty much everything I used was from the collection. I just had to pull in like a spare blue piece of paper to do the back cover right there. So, and then all of my recipe cards I got from Hobby Lobby. And this was like, I like projects like these because they're very fun. They require very limited gluing. And then like there was no ephemera to this collection, so I just would like fussy cut out certain pages. But I just think this turned out so cute. I love it. Because I didn't know what to do with this for the longest time. Like I got it for a couple of the pages because I knew it would be good for, like I had to fussy cut those out, but they look so cute right there, huh? So I think my time of like buying entire paper pads is done because it's just so overwhelming to have a 48-page paper pad, you know, and not know what the heck you're gonna do with it. So I like Echo Park because the collection kits are much more manageable, and you also have the option of like buying the collection kit plus a couple of the, you know, pages that you like. I like this one. So I'm just trying to bust through some of the bigger paper pads I have that have just been like, you know, looming there. And this is the back, and I got my little handmade sticker. Okay, so those are the same, super cute. These will be available at my Etsy shop. I don't know if they're gonna sell, but if not, I'll have them for my craft fair. Okay, and then I made a folio. This is originally created by May Made It. However, I followed the tutorial from Oh gosh, I'm forgetting. But I'll find it and I'll link it below because she has an easier to follow along with tutorial. So yes, I did make this, and this is 6x8, so it's really good for using 6x8 paper. Obviously, I mean, I didn't use 6x8 paper, but so this is a little magnet closure, and I just did this, you know, scene because it made me happy. And yeah, okay, so this is what it looks like when you open it. And so it's like got a bunch of flips and flaps. So this is the first one. And in here I just have like a photo mat, this little like journaling card that was a part of the paper pad, and then a couple different tags that I cut out as well. Okay, and then this one flips out as well. And like I tried to do like the blues and yellows and lemons over there, and then the oranges over here. I really liked this paper the most. That was so pretty. And then same, I over here just have some tags and little photo mats. So this was super fun to make, and I'm gonna be making a million of these because they're just so easy, and it's nice because they use up a lot of paper, and it's a cute little thing. So that was that. And then I wanted to use the 6x6 cut parts that the collection had. So I did make 3 card folios. These two are exactly the same, so I'll just show you, you know, the two. So I did mat it on gold on the front, but not on the back because ain't nobody got time for that. And then I had this little gold ribbon in my stash that I used as the closure. So let me move this. Sorry, I'm very chaotic. Okay, here is the first portion of it, and I just have this photo mat. This was actually like one of those realistic scenes where it was like on a table with some oranges, but it has this really pretty like marble or granite type look. Anyway, whatever. So I used that, and then just a tag. And then this was another like journaling card that I just cut down to be a tag. And yeah, so super cute. And then this one I did on white, which I don't know, I liked how these turned out with the black better, but I usually just end up liking everything on black better. So this one is more of the yellows and blues. So another photo mat, tag, and this is a little tuck spot. I didn't have enough cut parts to do tuck spots in the other ones, so yeah, but I think they turned out so cute. I don't know. I'm glad that I was able to make that with that paper collection. Then, sorry, let me get all that out of the way. I made 3 little mini notebooks. So these two are exactly the same, so I will just show you these two. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so this is the first one. So cute. It just makes me happy. It makes me want to go back to Italy. So I did a little pocket on that front page. Some of these are from just like various journaling note card packs that I have. And I tried to just pick something that matched. So they all have 10 sheets, divider pages with more tags in them, which I don't know if I should add seam binding to those. Let me know what you guys think. Sometimes I like it to look a little more just like simple without a bunch of stuff poking up, but then sometimes I do like all the stuff poking up, and I'm just not sure what looks best. So I will also link the tutorial down below that you know, I first saw of these. It's from Carolina's Crafts. I mean, once you learn how to make it, it's just kind of like, you can customize it to any size and just keep doing it. Oh, this needs a little paper clip. Maybe I'll make just this into at least a tulle paper clip. I think maybe I'll do that and call it a day. So note to self, I'm gonna do that. And then there's a pocket on the back, but I didn't add anything to it because, oh, I forgot. This is how they're different. I accidentally did this. I cinched this upside down. So the pocket was right there. So I had to cover it with that little strip of paper right there. Okay. Anyway, this one, Ciao Bella. Oh, so pretty. So some tags. This one was actually from this collection. More tags. I loved how everything turned out. It's kind of like a random theme for a paper pad, but maybe there'll be some Italians who love it, or people who just love like the Italian vibe. I love it. I love making it. So, and then there's that. And this is just like a fold out, like journaling. I don't know, you can put little bits and bobs in there. And in the back, which has a tag. There. And this is what the back of that one looks like. So those are the mini notebooks I was able to make. And then the last thing was I made a bunch of these, and they're technically not finished quite yet, but I made a bunch of these legal pad covers. I'm just waiting on more elastic to come before, because I can't do any of the other steps until more elastic comes. So I'll just show you what they look like because alt paper's glued down. Okay, so there is 2 of these ones. Eat well, laugh often, love much. And then the inside has a pocket and that. And then like, I'll just add my 2 eyelets with elastic, cover that with a little legal pad and the replaceable band, and that'll be done. And then these ones say fresh lemons. And again, I will post the tutorial that I was inspired by. I did change a couple little things up as far as like the pocket and the eyelets that I do. I do 2 instead of 1, but otherwise followed that one pretty exactly. I don't know how many more of these I'm gonna make, because although they are very cute and I hope and I think they'll do well at like a craft fair, they're kind of a lot of work for what you're gonna get out of it. Like, because you have to cover the whole, I mean, essentially I made like a bunch of these and covered them with chipboard, and that is like time consuming. Uses a lot of glue, chipboard, and realistically, you know, at like a craft fair, I'm probably not gonna be able to sell these for very much. I don't know. So I don't know if it's worth it, even though they're very cute. So maybe I'll just make a couple more for now, but let me know what you guys think. Or if you think this kind of thing would sell on Etsy, like, I'm not sure. I don't really know. I'm like still too nervous to actually post anything to my Etsy because I haven't figured out shipping, and that just overwhelms me, but I think that is my goal for this week. And so anything you see here, I will have posted to my Etsy. Anyway, that was everything. I had fun working with that paper pad. This is like the last like summary type thing I've been working on, and then I kind of just jumped into like doing fall stuff, and then now for July I'm going to be doing Christmas. So maybe I'll do some more summer stuff in August, but probably not. I'm just too excited to do like fall Halloween stuff. So anyway, that was everything. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.